So it's all for play for still.
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
Good afternoon, and welcome to a team sheet tantrum for Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. I nearly forgot who we were playing there, trying to get this going live. I hope you're all well. Great to see so many of you in the comments already. Give us a shout out and let us know where you are. It's just me today. Neil is on some family business, so we'll take you through what we need to find out with regards to what our team is. Now, our team is out already. And we have a couple of changes. Yeah. He has gone with Martinez in goal, Bogard right back, Carlos and Pau in the middle, and Matson at left back. McGinn, Tielemans, Barkley, Bailey, Rogers, and Watkins. So I did type out the team before we just give us a thumbs up and let us know you can hear me, because I can't see if everybody is there. It's yeah, there's a lot of changes. So I'll run through the subs before I go through what we have on the bench. Olsen, Cash, Mings, Dina, Nedeljkovic, Broggio, Buendia, Philogene, and Duran. Loud and clear. You can hear me loud and clear. That's great. So let's have a look at how we're set up. I suppose would be the easiest thing to start with. So obviously Martinez in goal. Bogard is going to play at right back. Diego Carlos and Pau Torres in the middle, and Ian Matson at left back. I see it as Tielemans and Barkley sitting. McGinn off the left, Bailey off the right, and Rogers behind Watkins. Open to correction on whether it's a straight 4-3-3 or is something different going to happen there. But yeah, look, it's a decent lineup. I think we can be happy enough with most of it. I think the big question here is we've got Cash and Nedeljkovic on the bench, and he's gone with Bogard. We know he trusts him. We know he's well able to stand up at this level. So yeah, it's interesting. What's your thoughts? Are you happy? Anything you would have changed there? I think the only thing I would have done from a personal level is I would have brought Nedeljkovic into there, but maybe it is a game to give Bogard yet another run out and see how he's progressed under the tutelage of our esteemed manager and reacted to the training. Matt Halloran, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanks for everything you do to support the podcast. We really appreciate it. What we got here? C Lion I says, I personally go for Rogers off the left, McGinn supporting Ollie. But in terms of Rogers just behind Ollie, nice to see Broggio on the bench. But you're right in terms, yeah, I agree with you. I think I said it in the preview last night that we could see we could see McGinn in that 10 role, and I personally like to see Rogers play that a little bit deeply in that system. Rich Mac says Bogard doesn't fill him with confidence. That's fair enough. You're entitled to that. Is it the game to put him in there? Perhaps it is. So we'll see what happens with the lineup with regards to the McGinn and Rogers scenario. But I do believe that he'll keep it a like for like with McGinn replacing Ramsey in there. Paul Corbett says up the Villa need a win. Anyone will do. Dennis White said the weekend I bring Dina into my fantasy football team. Good man, Dennis. I hope you're well. What have I missed there? So C-Line says I think he wants a more defensive right back and attacking left back, which is why he has Cash Costa hasn't started. Yeah, I'll get that too. 100%. Rob Evans says Mings for Pell. Maybe that's the way you would have went. What else have we got here? Stoy says he would rather have played Matson at right back than Bogard. When does Nedeljkovic get his chance? We don't know that. Is the only reference we have on Nedeljkovic is what he did in that game against Palace, ironically enough, where he was he propped up on the left wing back position at one stage. So, is there an issue with the language? Is there an issue with him learning his position? We'll probably find out in due course, but he's definitely one for the future. The Tesh P says Bogard could work. 3 centre backs in possession, free reign for Matson off the left. Yeah, could come across. We know he can play right centre back as well, so it's definitely an option there as well. Rich Mac says he likes Barkley starting. If I could show the comment, there we go. Interesting to see what impact he has. Yeah, he's been out injured, obviously, so it'll be interesting to see where he sits in the fitness levels. I'll just while you're there, I'll just go and look and see if I can get the Palace team up here. I think vague recollection doing this the last time with the CPFC. They are, yes. Now, yeah, they knew they'd make it difficult for me. It's going to send me into a link because I'm blind. No, and I can't see it. Bear with me here now, 1 second. We have Henderson in goal, Munoz, Lacroix, Shabala, Gahey, Mitchell, Hughes, Devaney, Decore, Mateta, and Sarr. Okay, so Devaney was the one that we went through last night that we didn't have as starting. Schlupp and Lerma both on the bench. Yeah, strange one. Still a strong team, a bit stronger at the back probably with Shalaba and Gahey there. Yeah, still think, regardless of what your thoughts are on Bogard, that we have enough to go and win this. Everybody seemed to mention Ambrosio on the bench. I think we're all happy with that. I think if we're in a position, it would be great to see him come off the bench and make his debut. Ronan wants to know what time is my shift at Dublin Airport. Ronan, it's just kicked off, and that's why I'm sitting here directing in planes. What else have we got here? So he says Lacroix is going to kick Ollie all over the pitch like he did Duran. Very much a possibility, I would imagine. Garrett McDonough says, isn't it great to have Villa back and a team sheet tantrum? It absolutely is. It's just unfortunate. Neil can't be with you before the game today, and I can't be with you after. Neil, I know if he can, he'll try and get on. He has family commitments, but we'll wait and see what happens after the game. What else have we got here? Michael Huggins, I hope you're well, Michael. Hope you won't mind me telling the listeners, Michael, that you went to see the grave of our esteemed original leader McGregor, and you left some flowers on his grave on our 150th anniversary during the week, and fair play to you. He says strong wins in Brum today, so I've Duran down to score 2 off the bench. with a power buster shot. I love that you didn't say a thunder bastard, Michael. I know that you wouldn't use those words. Dennis White wants to know who's refereeing today. Tony Harrington or Tim Robinson, one or the other. I can't remember. One of the ones that we haven't seen too much. David Rubin has said, there you go, it's Tim Robinson. So, yeah. What else have we got? Richard wants to know, is Neil off to the hairdressers every weekend these days? I think he's perfecting his hair for before the wedding plans kick in. What have we got here? Emmy Martinez could shoot with goal kicks if the wind catches it. Well, I think that's the only thing he hasn't done for us to score a goal. So maybe that's on the bingo card today. Paul Miller says, today's the day we actually get a pen. Just hope someone scores it, but who? But that's been a bone of contention. Now, we mentioned on the preview last night, we haven't had a league penalty since December 2023. So 11 months since we had a league penalty. Bolgus said he wanted to go today, but didn't fancy 3 hours on the M5 in this hurricane. Totally get that, ball. Safety first above all else. Rich says Yuri for penalties. Absolutely. I think we'd all take that. Or Morgan Rogers is the one I said was the bolter for that. We're going to. This is not going to be as long as usual, guys. So if you want to start getting your predictions in, we'll get some of them on board. Noel Connaughton says clean sheet today, Paddy. Yeah, I woke up this morning, my sheets were clean, Noel. I hope Emmy Martinez goes to bed tonight with a clean sheet too. I hope you're well, buddy. I predicted, and I'm going to stick by it, a 2-0 win today, with the clean sheet being the key. So it's been a while. I'm happy enough to predict a clean sheet, and fingers crossed we can get that today. Paul Miller says money's on Yuri or Rogers. Yeah, absolutely. Damien says Emmy for pens. Martinez or Buendia. Yeah, and somebody else there saying not sure about Bogard. Look, it's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. He hasn't done anything to brim us with confidence. So let's see what he brings today, and we'll reserve judgment until we see what happens. Chelsea are 1-0 up on Leicester, as you can see here in the background. I think there are opponents next week, so we're right to keep an eye on it, I suppose. Ger Dunleavy, 3-1 Villa. Hope you're well, Ger. Dennis is going 1-1. God, Dennis, I think that might put everybody back in really bad form today if that happens. Sai says the M6 is actually okay. We'll see going home later. Yeah, tough going, all right. Richard said he hopes Bailey clicks into gear. I think we all do. I think that's probably the missing link in what we've seen since this season has kicked in. He's been missing in action so many times. Paul Cox is going 1-0 Villa. Dan Downey is going 2-0 Villa. Sai is going 3-2. Not sure the heart to take that, Sai. David Dwyer is going 4-1 Villa. John White is going 2-1 Villa. Dermot Bourne, hope you're well, buddy. 1-0 Villa. Rich Mack is going 1-0 Villa in a dominant performance. Yeah, could definitely see that happening. Once it's a win today, I think is absolutely vital, as we said in the preview. This is a season-defining game today. Paul Miller is going 2-1 Villa. Palace to score from a corner or Carlos mistake. Yeah, could definitely happen. What else have we got here? Tyra Roadblocks is going clean sheet 3-0 Villa. I think we'll take that all day long. Technobilitator is going hope for a clean sheet would be hard with no Onana, Kamara and Konza. Sorry for getting tongue-tied there on your name and the names of our players. What else have we got here? Tyra Roadblocks is going 3-0 Villa. Paul Roberts, hope you're well, buddy. 3-1 Villa. Techno, I'm not going to get this right, am I? You're going 3-1 Villa or 2-0 Villa. Del Boy is going, let's make it a crystal clear win. Yeah, that'll do. With no goals for Palace would make me very happy. Paul O'Neill says Palace will be licking their lips with that back line. They'll be physical. Yes, they will. we'll have to be diligent in that and not make stupid challenges for sure. Stephen has gone very specific here. He's gone 3-1 Villa, Watkins, Rogers, and McGinn with the goals. D4NC, he's going 3-1 Villa, or 3-0 Villa. Sewer Sounds is going 2-0 Villa. Dennis is apologising for his negativity. Ronan Ward is going 2-1 Villa. How are you doing, Ronan? Hope you're well. Bungle Land is going 5-2 Villa. Hat-trick of assists for Matson. Bolg the Villain is going 2-0 Villa. English with Richard Parks is going to 5-3. I think I heard that on another podcast today as well. Paper Wings, the Game Cat is going Villa to stop the rot with a 4-0 win. Take that all day long. Absolutely. I'd enjoy a nice cool point after that if that's the score today. Mick the Cat, he's going simply Villa win. Paul Miller's going love the optimism, Jer. I think that was the one that Jer was going for. Sorry, schoolboy error. Phone wasn't on silent. Sub-Home Gamer's going 2-1 Villa. Debbie Hingley is going 2-0 Villa. Bounce back day for us. I think it has to be bounce back day for us. Richard Knowles says Bogard didn't see him fit before. I think he'll be grand this time round. Hope you're right. Really do. John Dejani is going 2-0 Villa. I hope you're well, John, and keep him well. Yes, I'm not going to try her name again, but Nedeljkovic I would have gone for instead of Bogart. Think we all would, but we're not privy to what goes on in training, so we'll trust the maestro today. Dusty is going 5-0 Villa, big win. 5-0 Villa, big win incoming, not before time. Okay, Sai says, okay, hoodie check, hat check, gloves check. I'm ready. Get yourself out of that car and down to the ground and go through your match day ritual, Sai, and enjoy the game. Flange is going 2-0 Villa. John Morgan is going 1-0 Villa. Carl Kennedy is going 6-1 Villa. I'll take that. Himalia is going 5-1 Villa. Emmy Martinez, Villa legend, is going 3-1 Villa. Watkins with 2 and Tielemans. Put that down to Tielemans penalty. Let's see what happens there. Jerry Hamill is going 3-2 Villa. And we'll finish off on this one from Cat Cannon, who says 2-1 Duran winner after they score in the 3rd minute. Very specific there, Cat. Anyway, we got to 17 minutes. I hope you're all well. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. Give us a like on the way out. We'd much appreciate it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining me today. Sorry, Neil couldn't be with you. Sorry, it's a short one. Nobody to bounce off. I tried to get a couple of people weren't around to get on. So we will be back with more consistent team sheet tantrums, and we'll get more people on to talk you through it. I am going to go and enjoy this one. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it. And while I try and find the way out here. Yeah, so go get yourself settled for the afternoon. Enjoy the game. If you're going, wrap up well. Keep yourself wrapped up from the elements out there. It's partly very windy and very cold around Birmingham. So enjoy the game. Looking forward to getting back there myself. Got serious FOMO today. Would really love to be at the match. But I'll be back there soon, hopefully. But look after yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy. And all that's left to say is up the Villa.